Welcome to our channel. You apply for 50 jobs and every HR manager replies with, "We'll get back to you." Today we're going to expose how recruitment really works. What's up, everyone? If you're a student, a fresh graduate, or even someone already working and you've always wondered, how do companies actually hire people? Then you're in the right place. Today we're breaking down the entire recruitment process in Herm. But don't worry, there will be no boring HR textbook definitions here. We're talking simple language, real-world examples, and of course, plenty of Gen Z humor. By the end of this video, you'll finally understand what recruitment actually means, how HR finds the right candidates, and why some people seem to get hired so much faster than others. So let's start with the basics. What even is recruitment? In simple terms, recruitment is the process of finding and attracting the right people to apply for a job. Or for the Gen Z crowd, you could say it is HR posting jobs online and hoping the right person slides into their DMs, their application inbox. The funny reality is that HR will say we want to hire the absolute best candidate for this role, but what they are really facing is a mountain of 300 applications that landed in their inbox in a single day. It's overwhelming, to say the least. Recruitment isn't just about posting a job and waiting, it has very specific goals. So what are the objectives of recruitment? Why do companies put so much effort into this? First, the main goal is to attract a large number of qualified candidates. The more qualified people apply, the better the chances of finding that perfect fit. Think of it like fishing with a big net instead of a single line. Second, recruitment aims to create a talent pool. This is like a waiting list of great candidates that HR can tap into for future job openings, so they don't have to start from scratch every single time. It's a huge time saver. Another key objective is to reduce the cost of hiring. A good recruitment process is efficient, saving the company money on advertising and staff time. It also aims to hire people faster. The longer a position stays vacant, the more it costs the company in lost productivity. And finally, a really crucial goal is to avoid wrong hires. Hiring someone who isn't a good fit can be a disaster for team morale and company performance. So good recruitment leads to good employees, which ultimately builds a good company. It's the first and most important piece of the puzzle. Now let's talk about where companies actually find these people. There are two main sources of recruitment, internal and external. Let's break them down. Internal recruitment means hiring from inside the company. This could be a promotion where someone moves up to a higher level role, or a transfer where they move to a different department at a similar level. The biggest advantage here is that it motivates current employees. They see there are opportunities for growth, which makes them work harder and stay longer. However, the downside is that you have a very limited pool of options. You're only choosing from the people who already work there. On the other hand, we have external recruitment, which is hiring from outside the company. This is what most people think of when they hear the word recruitment. This includes posting jobs on portals like LinkedIn or Indeed, using social media to find candidates, or visiting university campuses to hire fresh graduates. The big plus here is that you get fresh ideas and new perspectives coming into the company. The disadvantage is that these new hires often need more time for training and getting used to the company culture and the reality for HR. When they make an internal hire, they're thinking, great, we know this person, we know their work ethic. But with an external hire, there's always that quiet prayer, please don't quit in 1 month. At this point, if you're a student or a beginner just wanting the core concepts, you've got a solid foundation. You understand what recruitment is, its goals, and where companies find people. But if you want to go deeper and understand how real HR professionals run the show, stick around for the extended version. Alright, for those of you who stayed, let's get into the nitty-gritty. What is the step-by-step recruitment process? It's not as random as it seems. First is job analysis. This is where HR and the hiring manager sit down to figure out everything about the job, the duties, the responsibilities, and the skills needed. Step 2 is creating the job description and job specification. The job description outlines the tasks of the role, while the job specification lists the qualifications and skills a person needs to have. These two documents are the foundation for the entire hiring process. The third step is choosing the recruitment source. Based on the job, HR decides whether to look internally or externally and which specific channels to use. Should they post on LinkedIn, go to a campus career fair, or maybe just promote from within? Step 4 is advertising the job. This is where the job description is turned into a compelling job ad and posted on the chosen platforms to attract applicants. Step 5 is receiving the applications. This is when the floodgates open and resumes start pouring in. The final step of the recruitment process is shortlisting. HR sifts through all the applications to create a smaller, manageable list of the most promising candidates to move forward with, and that's where recruitment officially ends. The next phase is called selection. So what's the difference between recruitment and selection? This is a classic HR question, and it's simple once you get it. Recruitment is all about attracting candidates and building a talent pool. It's a positive process, encouraging as many qualified people as possible to apply. Selection, on the other hand, is about choosing the best candidate from that pool. It's a negative or elimination process where you narrow down the options until you have the final one. Recruitment happens before the interviews, while selection is the interview stage and beyond. Here's an easy way to remember it. Recruitment is the invitation to the party. Selection is deciding who gets to stay until the end. Finally, let's touch on some modern recruitment trends that are changing the game. LinkedIn is no longer just a professional networking site. It's a primary hunting ground for recruiters. Many now use AI-powered software to screen resumes, which helps them sort through hundreds of applications in minutes by looking for specific keywords. Social media recruitment is also huge. Companies showcase their culture on platforms like Instagram and TikTok to attract younger talent, and one of the most effective methods is employee referrals. Companies often trust their own employees' judgment and will even offer a bonus if the person they refer gets hired. It's a powerful way to find great people who are already vouched for. So to wrap it all up, recruitment isn't random chaos. It's a highly strategic HR process designed to find the right people for the right jobs. If you understand how recruitment works, you can apply for jobs smarter, prepare your resume better, and stop thinking it's all just bad luck. HR isn't ignoring you on purpose. They're just completely overwhelmed. Understanding their process is your secret weapon. Thanks for watching. If this helped you, make sure to like and subscribe for more content that makes career stuff easy to understand. See you next time.